Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Slime Rancher News about the upcoming Nimble Valley update. Today we're going to take a look at the content the devs have teased in their new blog posts, and we're also going to take a look at the stuff that they have been posting on their Twitter so far. Before we actually start taking a look at the newer content, I first wanted to show you one of the older screenshots which has been posted in an older blog, but I actually made a video about that, but I forgot this one in my video, so I just wanted to show it anyways, even though there's nothing much to see. One of the developers, called Chris, also posted something on the Monomi Park Twitter, and here he shows a gif of something which looks like actually a racetrack for Quicksilver slimes. I don't know if this is connected to the bigger path we saw the Quicksilver slimes racing on in older gifs of the Nimble Valley, or if this is just a part where there are a lot of structures for the Quicksilver slimes to go past. But it looks like you have to herd them through this gate, because over here you can see like is a Quicksilver slime image, so it might be some kind of counter which counts the amount of Quicksilver slimes you actually see. But the most important part for me is actually here you can see a construction bar, and in one of the older pictures I actually commented that one of the screenshots actually had something looking like a construction bar in it, so that confirms my theory that there are a lot of human made structures around the Nimble Valley. This is one of the newest screenshots released by the developers, and you can see some kind of pathway going up to something which looks like a part of the new upcoming ranch perhaps. And as you can see here, there's a lot of like Chinese lanterns or something, I don't know what they really look like, and there's something which looks like or has to resemble a silo over here, but it looks cool and all, but over here you can see some kind of different blocks, and the only part where I actually seen this kind of style is in the ruins or in the glass desert, so there might be actually some new alien structures in this area. Here is another screenshot of a part of the Nimble Valley, and there's something different here, because usually the glowing rocks or crystals we saw were actually bluish of color, and right here you can all see they're golden like, but over here they're more bluish, so it could be possible that this is actually some effect that the sun has as a reflection or something on these rocks, or if it's just a decision that the developers decided to put some more colors in it. And if you really look closely, there's something else interesting in this screenshot. Over here you can actually see some glow rods, which you can only find in the ruins, or I'm pretty sure it's also in the glass desert, but this really is a dead giveaway that this is really ruins related. And back here you can see a little bit of area, and it's too far away I think for it to be actually a part of the Nimble Valley, but just like when the wilds got teased, you could see in one of the screenshots a little bit of the moss blanket in the back, so this could actually be another area which already is in the game. And because I already saw some ruins like structures, and you can see the glow rods already here in the screenshot, it leads me to my suspicion that this could be the ruins. Here is another screenshot of an area which is probably going to be in the new ranch or in the Nimble Valley itself, but I'm pretty sure this is probably on the border or inside the ranch, because you can see a wooden bridge here and some kind of Zen stone tower or something like that, I don't know what you call that, and it kind of looks like it's some kind of garden which was made by Mochi Miles or her dad just as a hobby. And it's quite interesting because over here you can see like a pink tree which you can also find in the wilds, and here you can see some kind of, it looks like something made of a metal plate or something, which is just a human structure. But the most interesting thing for me is that you can see these in old stone block buildings. So it is probably true that there are some ruin-like structures that you can find in the ruins, but also that there have been humans who used it as a foundation to build on it. Over here you can actually see a GIF of the Quicksilver slimes again, and something which looks like a giant part of a racetrack or something, and I don't know, but to me it looks like the finish line or something, because you have like these huge pillars with all spotlights and everything. So it might be the end, but that's just all speculation. But there's another important thing here in this GIF, and actually it's just this sign. And you might think, well, that isn't really that important, a sign, is it? But the thing is, there are only two signs you can find in this game. One is the under construction sign, which isn't being used anymore because it was only from early alpha. And there is also a warning sign, which basically says that there are dangerous slimes nearby. So this actually might prove that the Quicksilver slimes also do damage if they hit you or if you touch them or anything. In the last GIF the developers actually posted, there is a lot of things going on. As you can see here, here's another one of those pink cherry trees you can actually find in the wild. So I wonder how much I actually got one of those here, or multiple, as you have seen in a different screenshot. There are some lights here to light up the area. I haven't seen them anywhere in every other screenshot, so I take it it's only happening on a ranch. And you can actually see a small building here, and you can faintly see a teleporter. So this might be the way how you get to the Mochi's ranch, which would sound logical since you went to Ogden's ranch in the Wilds update the same way as you then probably would do here. And I don't hope it's something which will just bring you to the Nimble Valley, because it would be quite disappointing if they used the same mechanic that has been used in the wilds again. And over here you can see one of those range exchange things you can actually find in Ogden's ranch for the wild challenge. And you just like in the wilds, you can have 4 panels here. The left 2 are for trading, right 2 are for rewards, and it's the same as last time. Here are probably the challenge rewards going to be, and in the bottom is just for a small reward you get for during the collection of plorts or items for the challenge, or after completion you can still do it. And what you see here is probably a Quicksilver plort. It looks quite interesting as far as I can see. And on the right you will see something which looks like new bucks or some kind of new food item, but I suspect it's new bucks because you can see some letters or numbers over here, and which would lead to an interesting idea, since the Quicksilver plorts would actually also be sold on the plort market probably. So it sounds like this is pretty useless to actually gather Quicksilver plorts and sell them here, but it could be quite an interesting mechanic, because when the value of the Quicksilver plort drops in the regular plort market, and you still want to get some new bucks of the hundreds of Quicksilver plorts you have, you could still go over here and sell them to get some value out of them. And probably the most important thing for some people here is the new visual for the backpack. And I don't really know what's going on here, since it looks like all the challenges have been finished, but it could also just be not implemented or not completely ready yet. So it could also be like the lightning thing you could get to hurt the Quicksilver slimes, like it was said in the developer roadmap. It could actually be something to make your backpack work faster or have more storage, like most of the backpack upgrades gave you, but it could also just be a visual upgrade, because as you can see here, here's a display of how many things you have stored in the backpack you have selected, and when you are collecting some stuff you can actually see this meter go up. But after the backpack transforms, you actually see this shutting off and actually seeing some kind of meter here. So it could also just be speculation. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, please leave a like down below, and if you want to see more of this, subscribe.